Jackson going to get this out to Brown. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
On 2nd and a yard, Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down.
First down, Baltimore.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. 12 more yards there and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd and a couple. Jackson escaping the pressure. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Check, nickel, nickel, nickel. Check. First down.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Bengals 39 yards there, a big one. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Flush to his right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing again is Watson. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week. And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Open man, here's Foster. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good open. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
Intended for John Ross. Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right, tight on the right. You got three down. Mike, 4. Let's go. Mike, 4.
On 4th down, Watson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Forced out to his left. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants at the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice.
This is caught inside the 15. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score.
8. Ravens nothing.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. His throw caught at about the 5.
Jackson's pass.
7 yards the pick up there. 2nd down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Touchdown.
Josh Jacobs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And now the Ravens, they're just a 2-point conversion away from tying this up.
Is good.
Tucker with the extra point. And this is now a 1-point game.
Ravens 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Or are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
10 at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, here's Watson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Past the 20. Open man is Higgins. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the red zone now, Watson. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. T. Higgins was the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And 10.
Let's make these babies cry.
Throwing again, Watson. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. T. Higgins was the intended target, but now it's third down.
Third down and 10.
Again, it's Watson. And he's got it. And the Bengals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Short of the goal line.
Second and goal from the 1.
Brings up second and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. Out of the gun, Watson. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. I really enjoy watching Lamar Jackson run those RPOs, Charles, but I'll tell you what, it's tough calling play-by-play because you don't know whether he handed it off or kept it.
Makes you focus, doesn't it? You've got to try and stay with it, and even when we do, we often can get it wrong because our eyes naturally go to him because he creates big plays. But if you're a runner and you're playing with Lamar Jackson, aren't you happy? He creates so much concentration on him. It should open up things for you.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Here now is second and 10, again from the 41. To throw again, Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bengals take over.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. And we got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but it'll be second and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Jackson. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
At the 31-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's good for a Cincinnati.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like...
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now a first down throw, Watson. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Watson being chased out left. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Thrown away and incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. Caught right side. Tate. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
10 at the 45-yard line.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Oh, Ross complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years, our team seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack.
And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. No problem there on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and Hill will opt for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. It's complete to Brown, right side. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down, Baltimore.
Now Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. They go play action now. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
After the interception, here's Watson. Flushed out right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 16 yards, a first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
From the gun, Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Watson on first down. This pass complete to Higgins. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A gain of 37.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. First and 15 following the delay of game. To the air yet again, Watson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Bengals first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Watson looks to throw again. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. John Ross there to make the grab. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise. One of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be...
Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bengals take over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On first down, Watson. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
From the 50, it's Watson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6.
Good.
The extra point up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. And now that'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. Actually, I've heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Jackson's pass.
10 more there and another first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Ravens.
Again, Jackson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's second down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Down and 10 yards to go.
On third down, Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And to the 12, that's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Their own 12-yard line.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That gain on third down, good for 28. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
That is 48-yard line.
Tavon Young in on the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Another run here with Dobbins. And some room to work. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game.
That's caught at the 25. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play that time for the Ravens. 68 yards. They go play action with Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down at the 2. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll go again with Dobbins. A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.